Go.
Hello, we are AP Chemistry, and today we will be presenting the very important balancing equations. Underlined for emphasis, of course.
So we are going to start with the reaction. H2 plus O2 reacts to give you H2O. As you can see in the equation, there are an unequal amount of oxygens on both sides of the equation. So we need to balance it by adding numbers to the coefficients like shown right now. Now, as you can see, there are 4 hydrogens on the reactant side, 4 hydrogens on the products, 2 oxygens on the reactants, and 2 oxygens on the products, which means that this equation is balanced. So, we should start with the coefficients written in red. As you can see, the 2 in front of the H2O is considered the coefficient. And if you look closely, you'll see that there's no number in front of the O2. There, it is assumed that it is a 1, so we don't write it. Now, reactants. Reactants are on the left side of the equation, the part that the arrow is pointing away from. Those create the products, which are on the right side of the equation. The arrow is pointing to them.
Here we see another example of a balancing equation. This one is a combustion reaction. While there are many different kinds of reactions, the way to balance them is all very similar. As you can see, we have 2 oxygens on the reactant side, but 3 on the product side. And we have 4 hydrogens on the reactant side and only 2 on the product side. So, of course, we need to balance this. 2 times 2 is 4, so now we have the correct number of hydrogens on each side. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 plus 2 equals 4. So we only have 2 oxygens on that side, so we need to put in the coefficient 2. So now we have 4 oxygens on one side, and we have 4 hydrogens on one side, and it is a perfectly balanced equation. Ta-da! This is going to be our next equation. As you can see, on the reactant side, we have 2 chromiums. On the product side, however, we only have 1. So obviously that needs to be balanced. Then, afterwards, as you can see, we have 2 carbonates, but only 1 on the other side. CO3 is a polyatomic that you should know by now. Now, if you look over to the other side, we now have 2 magnesiums and only 1 in the products. So that needs to change. Now, looking at hydrogen, we have 2 hydrogens on that side and 2 on that side. So we're golden. But now if we look, we have 7 plus 2 plus, we're not counting the carbonate because it's a polyatomic. So we have 9 oxygens on that side, and then we have 2 plus 1 plus 2 equals 5. So we need to have 4 more oxygens on the product side. We can do that by adjusting the O2. Alright, now let's look again. We know everything except oxygen is balanced. We have 9 on that side, and then we have 2 plus 1 plus 6, which equals 9. Perfectly balanced. Now we're going to have a few practice examples for you. Here are a few extra balancing equations for you guys to practice. By now you should have it pretty well, so just fill these out and make sure that you can do them. Pause the video here so that you can write them down and solve them, and then you can continue the video and you can see the coefficients. Good luck!
These are the answers to both equations. I hope that you got them right, and thank you for watching this video.